Hello everyone. Today I'm going to be doing a tier list of some languages. My rankings will be based on how pleasing they are to my ears and eyes, and I will only give my thoughts on the nuances of the language if I'm knowledgeable in the subject, or if it's funny. I've included the majority of national languages across the world, or languages with over 10 million native speakers. I've also not added every single dialect of these languages because I prefer this video stay below 10 hours. If a language on the list doesn't follow these rules, oh well, who actually cares? These are going to be ranked from absolute trash to I would literally marry this language if it was personified. I've mixed these up a bit, so I'm going to go in a random order. Starting off with Spanish. A heavy hitter for sure. Got a nice accent behind it. Relatively. The language itself makes more sense than English, and it can sound attractive in bed, so I'm going to set it nice and high and pleasing. It's the national language of like a million separate countries, and it sounds different all across the world, so it's got that too. Hindi, where to start? I should be careful with what I say. This language has quite a few speakers, I think. It uses a nice script, I suppose. Probably less complicated than English, but it's kind of a low bar. The accent is not bad, but it's certainly not the best. I'm gonna put this one right in the middle with the Persian. I actually don't know anything about this language. Hold on.
Here are some tips on a general Persian accent. With the oral posture, the tongue is very thick and flat in the mouth. There's not a lot of jaw action. Very thick and very heavy in the mouth. Try that. Give that a shot. Diphthong, I would say, but don't take my word for it.
Great. Okay, that was clearly a trustworthy source. It sounds alright. Pretty good. The alphabet isn't as appealing to my eyeballs as the previous two, so I'm just gonna set it with good old English. Now, right off the bat, this language sucks. Convoluted, barely follows its own rules, unintuitive, trash. It has some things going for it though. It's the most spoken language in the world because the British colonized the entire planet, but that's besides the point. It has a very large variety of accents due to this, so you get a little bit of everything, but that's basically the only thing keeping this out of garbage. So the alphabet is alright too, I guess. Danish. Its alphabet is about the same as English, with some added funky letters. I like them though, sure. The accent is alright. Most of the time it sounds pretty good, other times not as much. Not too many people speak Danish, so it's not as extensive with its range of accents, but overall. Bengali. Not too much to say about this one that I haven't already said. Lots of speakers, the accent is just okay, although broad, and the script is definitely something that exists. Hebrew. Is it crazy to say I actually like the look of the alphabet? Probably. Whatever. We all like bad things, right? The accent is actually pretty good too. Wait a minute. I was going in this one expecting to put it in decent, but I'm actually put it. Huh. Okay. Polish. The first of the Slavic languages, and it does not disappoint. Even though this language kind of looks like a jumbled mess, and it probably is, I kind of like it for that. It makes it a bit quirky. I like the accent too. Let's look at a video for it. Oh hey, it's the trustworthy lady from before. Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna put this in pleasing too. Pretty gay, but we like that. Korean. First thing I think of is the alphabet. It's quite nice to look at, circular and straight, just the way I like it. The accent is pretty appealing to my eardrums. It varies quite a bit too, and regardless, it sounds nice, so I'm actually putting this in smash, I think. First of its kind. Mandarin. Now this one is not nearly as good as Korean, I think. It just... As I was saying, this is going smash tier. Next. Czech. Another Slavic language. Pretty good. Still sticking to the Latin alphabet though. Pretty similar to Polish. The accent is pretty cute. I would. Pleasing. Indonesian. I also don't know much about this one besides the fact that it uses the same alphabet as English, which is honestly making me pretty disappointed. We don't have enough in mediocre, so I don't apologize. I'm sure it's not as bad as English, kind of hard to be worse, but I'm not about to sink a few months of my life learning grammar rules and sentence structure for a subpar video just so I can say that this language is better. Oh yeah, now we're talking. Arabic is one of the most difficult languages for native English speakers, and I actually quite like the alphabet somehow. The accent is kind of nice, and speaking it in front of some Americans will make them spontaneously implode, so I think that's kind of funny. German. Okay, German. It's a funny language for sure. The accent isn't really appealing, but it's not bad to listen to. To me, there's a lot of humor behind the accent, which is ironic considering it's German. A lot of the words just sound wacky too. I actually like it. Pleasing for the wrong reasons. Italian. Now, this is right off the bat going in Smash. It has the comedy potential of German, and the language actually sounds nice. The accent can be hilarious and horrifying at the same time, depending on the mood, and there's a nice little stigma of Italians being mafia bosses, which I think is a big plus. Dutch. It's alright. I think it's less humorous than German, but it's still only a decent language. The accent is also just decent. Very average. Next. Portuguese. Christ, how long have I been doing this? Alright, whatever. It's pretty similar to Spanish, even more similar to Italian. Pleasing. Swedish. Okay, this language sucks, but it's pretty funny with its accent and its alphabet, so I'll just throw it in. Decent, I guess. Turkish. It's pretty cool. Language of the handsome. Sorry to all my Greek viewers. Actually, I just realized I don't even have Greek on here. What am I doing? Ever. New tier. Just gonna... Okay, that's good. Azerbaijani. It's okay. Everything about it. Decent. Azek. First language on the list to use the Cyrillic script. I wouldn't necessarily say it's nice on the eyes, but it's different, so that's a plus. The accent is very good, so I'm going to put this at the pleasing. Very Spanish. Norwegian, similar to Swedish and Danish. I'm just going to put it beside those two. Malay. I have this on the list, but not Greek. I suck at this whole tier list thing. Whatever, just go right beside Indonesian, I guess. Vietnamese. The alphabet is middle of the pack. The accent is alright. Decent language. Finnish. I mean, this whole list sucks anyways, so I like Finnish more than the other Nordic languages for literally no reason, but that doesn't concern me, so congrats, Finland. Japanese. Obnoxious weebs kind of ruin this language for me, but if you take that out of the equation, then it's pretty pleasing in both the alphabet and the accent. Hungarian. Dude, I don't even know anymore. This video's gone on for much longer than it needs to be. It's too much and decent, so I'm just gonna put it in mediocre for literally no reason. I have nothing against the language, I just need to spice things up. Oh yeah, Romanian. This language really steals the show. I mean, if you put them against any other language, it just completely robs them of ever getting a win. I know for a fact it snatches my attention. I'm sure it does everyone else's too. What else? Theft, rip-off, pilfer, loot. Okay, I'm done. Decent. Albanian, hilarious language smash. Urdu. It's alright at best. Decent. Filipino. I don't know, man. It's okay, I guess. The Spanish invaded these guys and changed the language or whatever. I'm not a historian. Russian. Very attractive language. The only language on the list besides English that I've put the time into learning. The alphabet is neat. I'm a fan of Cyrillic, even though it does look kind of ugly. The accent is great. Definitely smash. Thai. Actually, not bad at all. I like it quite a bit. Pleasing. Ukrainian. It's more similar to Belarusian than it is Russian, yet it still has a good alphabet and accent, so I'm gonna go right next to Russian. Oh god, and finally the last language, Swahili. There's a standard alphabet and then an Arabic script, and I'm gonna be honest, I don't really care for it. The accent is nice, I guess, but it doesn't help it much. It's mediocre. There you have it, my extensive list of languages that nobody asked for. Please share this video with your friends, ones that preferably speak any of the languages in the top tier, and give me their number. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.